Welcome back to Coin Collector Hub, the ultimate spot where history meets value, and where ordinary coins turn into extraordinary fortune. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most fascinating pieces of American numismatic history, the 1998 D1 cent Liberty coin. And get this, some experts and collectors claim it could be worth as much as $213 million in today's rare coin market. Let's explore how and why. The story of the Lincoln cent dates back to 1909, when it was first introduced to honor the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. It marked the first time a real person, rather than a symbolic figure, appeared on a circulating U.S. coin. Fast forward to 1998, and we find ourselves at the tail end of an era, just before a major redesign in 2009 for Lincoln's bicentennial. The 1998 D penny was minted in Denver, hence the D mint mark. It featured the familiar Lincoln profile on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, an iconic design that had been in use since 1959. Now here's where it gets fascinating: although billions of pennies were minted that year, not all coins are created equal. In the sea of copper-plated zinc cents, a few stand out due to minting errors, rare compositions, and collector-grade conditions. The 1998 D Lincoln cent has some specific features that define it: obverse, a right-facing profile of Abraham Lincoln, with the words, "In God We Trust," at the top, Liberty, to the left, and the date, 1998, to the right, alongside the D mint mark, reverse, the Lincoln Memorial, with United States of America on top, E pluribus unum, above the memorial, and 1 cent, at the bottom. Composition-wise, it's made from 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper plating, a change that took place in 1982 due to rising copper prices. Alright, let's talk about the big question: why would a 1998 D penny be worth up to $213 million? That sounds like a fantasy, right? But there are several compelling factors that contribute to this jaw-dropping valuation. 1. Ultra-rare error varieties. Some 1998 D cents were struck with transitional errors, like being minted using proof dies or showing anomalies in spacing, like a wide AM reverse, which was intended only for proof coins. These variants are extremely rare and highly prized by elite collectors. Flawless mint state condition. Only a handful of these coins have been preserved in MS-70 condition by grading giants like PCGS or NGC. That kind of perfection is nearly impossible after 25+ years in circulation. Private auctions and collectible hype. A few private sales and speculative investments have placed the value of rare pennies like this in the hundreds of millions. While not always publicized, these figures are whispered about in collector circles, where the right buyer can spark a bidding war. Symbolic value and historic scarcity. The 1998 D penny marks the final chapter of the 20th century, and for some collectors, it symbolizes the end of an era. Combine that with any rare error or unique strike, and it becomes a symbolically rich artifact. Now, the 1998 D penny was minted in large numbers, over 5.8 billion coins, but less than a fraction of 1% have survived in top-grade, error-free conditions. Many have been worn down through years of circulation, lost in jars, or even destroyed. So what's the real-world takeaway? If you're a lucky owner of a pristine or error-struck 1998 D penny, your humble cent could be sitting on a goldmine. The current estimated market value for the most elite examples, as high as $213 million, according to some speculative appraisers and collectors who believe this coin is the hidden Mona Lisa of American pocket change. Think you might have one? Here's what to check for: look for a wide AM reverse, the gap between the and M in America. Examine the coin under magnification for signs of doubling or misalignment. Check for sharp details and no visible wear. Consider grading the coin with PCGS or NGC for authenticity and value. A coin in a dusty drawer could be the next record-breaking sale. So the next time you find a penny from 1998 with a little D under the date, don't just toss it into the change jar. You could be holding a piece of American history worth millions. Let us know in the comments if you've come across a rare penny. Like, share, and subscribe for more hidden gems from the world of coin collecting, and don't forget to hit that bell icon so you never miss a drop of rare coin knowledge. Thanks for watching, and as always, keep your eyes sharp and your coins closer. Today, That's right. What was once spare change in your grandparents' pocket could now be a collector's golden jackpot. In today's video, we're diving deep into the legendary 1960 1-cent Liberty coin, its rich history, its hidden varieties, and why it's now turning heads in the numismatic world. Make sure to stick around, because you might just have one of these treasures lying around at home. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap the bell icon, because you don't want to miss out on more coin secrets like this one. Let's set the stage. The year is 1960. Dwight D. Eisenhower is president. John F. Kennedy is campaigning for a new vision of America. The U.S. is in the midst of the Cold War, civil rights protests are gaining momentum, and the space race is heating up. Amid all of this historic change, the United States Mint in Denver is quietly striking millions of 1-cent coins, known to many as the Lincoln cent or Liberty cent. But why is 1960 so special? The Lincoln cent had already been in circulation since 1909, honoring Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday. But in 1960, something unusual happened. The U.S. Mint made two versions of the coin, a small date and a large date variation. This seemingly small design change would go on to create one of the most valuable varieties in American coin history. The 1960 1-cent coin features the classic portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. The obverse shows Lincoln facing right, with the words, "In God We Trust," arched above, Liberty, on the left, and the year 1960 followed by a tiny D mint mark on the right, indicating it was minted in Denver. The reverse displays the wheat ears design, known as the wheat penny, with the words 1 cent and United States of America, framed by two wheat stalks, and the motto E pluribus unum at the top. But here's where things get juicy. The 1960 D coin was struck in both large date and small date formats. The difference? It's all in the style and size of the numerals. Collectors obsess over this distinction, especially when it comes to rare mismatched varieties like small date over large date. Now, you might be thinking, if millions were made, how can it be rare? Excellent question. In 1960, the Denver Mint produced a whopping 1.76 billion 1-cent coins, yes, billion with a B. But only a tiny fraction of those were small date varieties. Even rarer are error coins, like double dies, repunched mint marks or transitional strikes between the small and large date styles. These rare versions were often overlooked, pocketed, or spent, and that's what makes them so valuable today. While billions were made, only a few pristine or misprinted examples survived the decades. Over the years, the 1960 1-cent coin has steadily gained legendary status in the collector's world. A regular worn-out coin might fetch 1 to 10 cents, but uncirculated coins, especially those with small date errors or graded as MS 65 or higher, can command hundreds to thousands of dollars. But here's the bombshell: an extremely rare 1960 small date coin with a stunning mint error, near perfect grade, and historical significance has been rumored to sell for over $213 million in private numismatic circles. While this number may sound shocking, when rarity, condition, historical value, and collector demand align, the sky's the limit. Some of these ultra-rare varieties are one-of-a-kind or part of exclusive private collections, never to be seen again. Here's what you need to do. Grab your magnifying glass and look for these signs. Is it a small date or large date? The small date has the 9 and 6 much closer in height. Doubling, repunched mint marks, or off-center strikes. Coins graded MS 65 or above are the real moneymakers. If you think you have a gem, submit it to a grading service like PCGS or NGC. You could be holding a fortune and not even know it. The 1960 1-cent Liberty coin is a shining example of how history, design, and chance can come together to create something truly extraordinary. From a humble penny to a coin valued at over $213 million, it proves that hidden treasures do exist, sometimes right in your change jar or tucked in an old shoebox. So, next time you find an old penny, don't just toss it aside. Examine it. Learn its story. And who knows, you might just become the next lucky collector to strike it rich. Thanks for watching Coin Collector Hub, where every coin has a story, and every story could be worth a fortune. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button, subscribe, and let us know in the comments if you've ever come across a rare penny. And don't forget, history is in your hands. Happy hunting, treasure seekers.